Welcome G. Here I am going to talk about the Java string. Okay. So there are some concept behind that. What is the Java string? What are the syntax? How we are going to use with some example I will discuss. So first things what I am discussing about the Java string as per the JLS Java Language Specification section 303.10.5. In these sections they have a mention about the what are the Java string, what the string literals. So from that sections Java language specification, I am given the URL of this section as well as so that you can also explore more details. So let's discuss KI per the Java language specification. Uh, a string literal consists of zero or more characters included in double quotes. Okay, anything zero or more characters that's are you can put in double quote, that is the Java string literals. Okay, so uh, uh, also mention that key a string literal is always a type of string. Okay, whenever you are writing anything in double quote, maybe are zero characters or more than zero characters. Maybe you are typing one, two, double quote, a, anything you are putting in a double quote, that is a string literal. That string literal is a types of string in Java. Okay, so the content of string literals is the sequence of characters. So whenever you are putting anything inside a double quote, also known as a sequence of characters. Okay, and the string literal is a reference. Okay, at a runtime, string literal is a reference to an instance of class string. Okay, so this double quote anything you have written here, this is known as a string literal, and whenever you are running this application at the runtime, this string literal refer as a Java class object string. So in Java there is a class known as a string that is a reference of this string literal. Okay, so mention here a Java string is an object of a class java.lang.string. So Java not just say कि sequence of characters या array of characters string literals. Finally, Java is the object oriented programming language. So they created for it as a one class known as a string. So in Java, a string is a class, and anything which are you representing double quote as a string literal, that is the your uh, strings object. Like example, like if you are talking about double quote A B C, these are your string literal. Whenever you are assigning any variable, this become your string literal. Okay, so these are the way anything which you are writing in double quote, that content of this double code ABC is also known as a sequence of characters may be alphabet or alphanumeric, any things which you are able to write here, and this string literals in Java also represent a refer as a string object. Okay, so till now uh, Java string क्या है? Is an object of the class java.lang.string. अब now let's see if this is a class, this string is a class, then this string class have a some features, some behavior. So what are the features? First, this class is immutable. What do you mean by immutable means? So that it is created once it is created, the string object cannot be changed. That means we have created one object obc in double quote, okay, and this refer to any object a. The content of this abc cannot modify it to any times. You can reassign the new value to this string references. You can assign a new value like a double quote adc, okay. N- but the this is the string object, this is the constant or immutable, but this is the string reference variable which are referring to a string object that can be modified. This now currently a can refer to abc small case obc, and after that you can reassign abc with this. So example, if here you are saying S out ABC, and if you run it, and now here ABC, this ABC is a reference variable. This can point reassign any new value, and if you run it, this reference variable can point to any number of string variables, but this string literals is the immutable. The content of a string is a constant. This is the same abc variable, first time pointing to the abc, and now abc variable point to show. That means this is the string reference variable that are stored in your stack reference. ABC variable, okay, point to the object of ABC, okay. Whenever we are assigning a new variable, so this is your reference variable can be now changed to the new value, new value. So immutable, that means this content of ABC cannot modify it. If you let's try another example, a string s equal to hello, okay, and now if you try to some uh, you know a string is a class in the Java. So basic feature of any class, this class provides can have some variables as some methods. You can have some attribute can variable. So there are some method like s dot concat. Concat is a method used to append let's key word, okay. If I you are going to check value s, so this hello you cannot append to the content hello word. This is the hello, not change this hello value. How it's happen in this way. your this is the s variable, s reference variable pointing to your hello double quote. Okay. Whenever next item you say s dot concat, you are appending a hello word. So new hello word, new strings are created in the memory, and this is point to the again this. No. Why? Because we are not assigning to S reference value. This assign value can reference. So this is not referred to this. S is still referred to this hello word. But but this string S is not immutable. That means if you are trying to say S dot co- concat concat update, if you assign S equal to here, and then if you try to print it, now at this time you are able to change the hello updated. Why? Because here initially s reference variable pointing to the hello object, and now you have a s dot concat. Whenever you are performing any operations hello word, they are stored in a new hello word, but this is not referred by any other. So this is the new object. Again third time say s dot concat update, means ki here s is referred to what hello. So s is referred to hello, so hello again hello, then your update, then your update. This you have again assigned to the s variable, so s referred to here. So whenever you are printing this s is printing the your this. So be clear कि whenever you we are saying S is Java string class immutable, that means the objects which are created in the memory are immutable, that means cannot modify. So once it is created, string object cannot be changed. But the string reference variable can be assigning any object. So Java also have some special use case of, because keys in Java string treated as a very special class. Why? Because this string class string is used frequently in the program. They are used heavily in generally. If I'm writing a simple hello world program, here we are using the string. Any kind of generally operations we have used. So this class is very heavily used. So for that purpose, uh, Java say mm, given some special privileges, some features, some behavior. So let's discuss why Java strings is so special. First thing, anything which is inside a double quote is a string literals. That string literal is referred to your string types variable. Second, string used frequently in the program. So for that, string Java have given some efficiency is very crucial because this is very hugely used. So for that, for string, Java is the concept of some kind of caching. So whenever you are string use multiple times frequently, instead of creating always a new object and consuming memory, instead of they can use kind of a concept known as a common pool or constant pool or share pool, like that. These are frequently used. So this for performance perspective very for efficiency perspective, this is a very crucial, so that Java have given some special implementation and privileges to string class. Okay, so these are sometimes saying common pool are the string, all the string literals values are stored in a common pool or constant pool or shared memory. While shared memory, the values of the string cannot be modified. You look at the final immutable. So this is cannot be changed by any object. So this can be shared by anyone. So that if a variable refer to the particle, b can also refer the same, c can also refer the, because anyone cannot have option to change the value. So due to the constant and immutability, sometime also say okay, this is kind of a shared pool, all the string literals can be shared to the any number of reference of string types value. And also have a key assign a string literal directly to the into a string variable instead of calling constructor to create a string instance. In generally Java, whenever we have any class, you want to create the object of that class, then we have to use a constructor with the new keywords. Generally, whenever you are creating any class and you want to create an object, so Java, as per the definition, you have to use the new keyword or the different mechanism to create the using the constructor, invoking constructor of this class and then create it. For but for the string that is very heavily used, then they have a special privileges. They can the string object can be created a two-way. One directly assigned to the reference variable or using constructor. Both we have an option, both available you can create. So here you can see string s1 equal to new string. This is the general way of creating strings. So Java given a two flavor for creating a string object. One using the normal way. This is the string class. So if you want to create the object of this class, we have to use the constructor and create. Second way, any string literal directly assigned to the string object. So these are the very special kind of treatment JVM Java compiler provided to string class, so that key you have option, you can directly create a string with the double quote literals, or you can create with a using a constructor as well as. Okay, and one also very special treatment given by Java to the special string class is that they plus operator is overloaded to concat two strings. That means if we have a, let's give we have a, this is the two string ABC strings and S string. So you can also perform here uh, ABC plus S and string overload. So he, this is the very special treatment. If you just run it, so what ABC refer to this variable, and now S refer to the hello. So these two contents are appended and overloaded point to this. So here the in is a string class object, and this is the true object. This is the true object. Now this plus operation can perform to concatenate here appending the value to each other. So this is generally whenever you are creating any two object plus operator is generally perform on the additions of two int value primitive values, but this is not primitive value, this is the object. It's instead of this is the if these two objects are string, then you can perform this overloaded operator like plus use for the concatenation of the two strings. So here your abc pointing to the your abc object, your here s is pointing to your hello. Okay, whenever you are say overloaded abc plus s, so overloaded, and then if refer concatenation of s and hello world, the concatenation of this string and this string abc hello, now this refer to this. So this way you can say abc refer to s, s refer to hello, and overloaded variable refer to the this. So if you run, you are able to get this abc. This is the abc new value point abc new value, and then this is the s concrete append this. uh, okay, so this way you can get use of the your hello plus operator. So these due to some special things, special feature JVM provided for Spring. So sometimes strings is a very special class in Java. And sharing, storing only one copy of each literal strings in the pool. This process known as a interning or a pools. Okay, what do you mean by that? String literals are stored in the common pool, sometime known as a constant pool, or it's help to sharing the storage of a string. So whenever the particular objects are very frequently used, so instead of they are use some pool memory, and where these are the constants are stored, and these constants are by default strings are immutables and a final class. So this one string literals can be shared to the multiple strings variable, multiple string reference variable. So be carefully, they have a kind of a constant pool memory where all the string literals are stored, and that is known as your constant pool memory, or your pool common pool as well as. Sure. So as we discussed already, there are to create two way to construct your strings. One is the string literals, and second way is string object. Here, implicitly construct and assign to string literals, and here explicitly constructing a string object by a new operators. So you can create as a double quote literal assigned to the string object, or you can simply create as a new construct object. uh, let's discuss some more point about manually internings of all strings are stored in the reference to the pool. What do you mean by that? That means ki whenever we have methods ki whenever you are creating objects, generally object is stored in your heap memory. Okay, heap memory, and the logically or constant pool memory is also part of heap memory, but this is the separate memory and this is the separate memory. The any strings variable you are creating with string literals, they are directly stored in your pool memory. But if you are creating a string s1 using the your new constructor object, then they are stored into this pool memory, string heap memory. Okay, the sometime I want ki this string referral store is here or not. So if I want to refer we have only one s1, I want to refer the pool memory reference variable, then you have to use the your interns one is the methods interning. So let's example, if I'm writing a simple string s2 equal to new string uh, s2. If you're writing this way, sometime maybe someone asks ki, where how many number of object where this particular object is created. So for this s2, let's discuss. Whenever you are creating a string s is equal to s2, so there are two possibility. Whenever you are creating, there are this logically there is a part of, oh sorry, your a reference variable, this is the s2. Okay, s2, and there is a pool. Okay, there is a memory, and whenever you are creating a new string double quote s2, this is your string literals. Okay, so string literals first go to string pool, store into their pool memory. Check this s2, this s2 is available in this pool memory, yes, and then this is the heap memory, a new object created. Now s2 refer to your heap object, and then this s2 is stored here. Okay, so first this s2 string literals are stored in your string common pool. After that is for the due to the new constructors, all the object created in java are stored in your heap memory with object, then here your s2 created as well as. Okay, so sometime maybe ask how many number of object is created. If this is string pool is already not available in pool, then pool memory is created. After that your new heap object is created, then this heap object refer to this reference variable. If let's key I am writing a string s3 equal to, I am again writing s2, s2 same. If I am writing this way, then what happen, he for this for here, s2, s2 first new object created, go to create, go to create new object in heap heap, your object is created for s2, but first go to the string pool memory, s2 is created. Okay, this is referred to here, and this is assigned to the this. Again, if you are creating again s3 variable, s3, you are creating direct literal, they are directly going to the place in the pool memory. But this constant pool memory have a also known as they does not contain any duplicate. If s2 is already available, they are assigning to the same variable. So for this S3 equal to double quote S2, no new object is created because S2 is already available in a pool memory. So pool memory have a one feature ki all the strings are stored in this pools are constants and variables and no duplicate data are placed here. So if S2 is already placed here, they are just referring to the same variable. Be clear? At some time if you want to this S2 from this S2 I want to refer this value this reference location, what are the pool memory location. For that we have an option. If you want to, if let's if you want to compare S2 double equal to uh, S3, and if you want to S2 dot intern. So in Java, this double equal to operator are just like used for comparing these two reference variables are referred to the same object are referred to both are a different object. Simple the meaning. Okay, so let's clear first create S2 and S3. This is your reference variable S2, and whenever you are creating a new, in this case first string literals object are created in constant pool, then heap memory object is created. The two memories are created here, one common pool memory, your S2 is created one object, and then your string pool memory, string heap memory object is created, uh, that's your S2, and then this S2 object referred to the here. Okay, and now if you are getting creating S3, 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 you have using the double code content S2, and they are this is the string literal. They are going to direct place in pool memory. They are going to the store in the pool memory. But pool memory already S2 created, so they are going to reuse it. They are not going to again create. So pool memory does not allow duplicate value. So S2 refers again. Okay, now here I'm trying to say S2 double equal to S3 means this S2 refer and S3 both are refer to the same object. Now here look, S2 refer this heap of Java string object from heap memory, and S3 refer to your pool memory. So finally these and S2 refer the different object, S3 refer different object. Due to that these two objects are not equal to. But sometime I have option ki if I say S2 dot intern means S2 S2 refer to dot intern means they are referred to the common pool memory. They return now they return S2 return this direct this memory, and if you are an S2 this memory. In this case both are the true. Now this S2 also have an option to intern, that means they refer to the pool memory. They have a reference here. Okay, they have a reference here. And if you want to refer S3, S3 also refer to same variable. Now in this case both are the true. If you run it, sorry, this is the false and this is the true. Why false and true? Because your S2 refer your heap memory, and S2 and S3 uh, refer your constant pool memory. But whenever we are creating a S2 with a new constructor, this S2 already placed in your pool memory, and they have a reference key what. So if you are saying intern return this, and then this both are, we are saying S dot intern this location and S3 this location. Due to that both are the true. Okay. So these are the concept about the intern, and from memory storage perspective, before Java 7, this string pools are stored in the POM gem permanent generation memory, and that has a basically fixed size. Initially, this is the very fixed size, and because before Java 7, there is no any concept of garbage collector, because permanent generation memory is a very fixed and fixed side memory stored for the class metadata, and where all the string common pool memory are stored. Okay, but from Java 7 onward, Java string pool, a constant pool memory are stored in a heap space. So if you're talking about the before Java 7, they are stored in the your uh, POMGen space, and after Java 7 onward, Java 8, all are they stored in the heap part. Okay, and be clear from heap also have a very limited space while storing, but heap have a option to whenever heap fill or space full, they are run garbage collector is a process of just reclaiming, yeah, removing object from the heap that are not used. So from Java 8 onward, we have a concept about the meta space. Now all the strings are stored in the meta space. Meta space is a part of your native OS memory. Okay, and you have also one thing note from until Java 8, our strings are internally array of characters. This is the array of characters. Internally, they are stored in the array of characters. But from Java 9 onwards, uh, new concept of new representation of provided, and all the strings literals are also known as a compact string. They are using the byte array. Okay, so we notice before until Java 8, all the strings are stored in the characters array, but from Java 9 onwards, internally all the strings are stored in a byte array. Okay, and very performance perspective, we have some very good operator like string plus operators are computed at two levels. One are the compile time, another are the run times. Okay, so sometimes so compile times mean static value, run time is dynamic value. So be clear ki whenever you are doing some plus operators, that are compiled by the compile time only if the value is the static, that is the means ki constant or fixed value. For those compile time, the this plus operator is computed. But your list ki you are using a plus operator, here is the constant value, here is the constant value, both are the constant value or fixed value, a fixed literal. This plus concatenation operation is computed at the compile time itself. They are not good at runtime. But this plus operator, this contains some dynamic variable, maybe taking from input some objects, yeah, some variable. That time this plus operators are not computed at the compile times. This is computed at the runtimes. So always try to use plus operator generally if both are your constant, so that key your performance should be not impacted on the runtime. If you are going to use the plus concrete operator at for the static and non-dynamic value, then these plus operators are used at runtimes, computed at a runtimes. Let's example. If you have a string s4 equal to uh, let's key this is I have a 2, S2, this is a S2 and this is a S3. Okay, if you try to the string S4 equal to S3 plus, you are trying to say, let's say another variable. I'm going to take new variable string A equal to ABC, string B equal to BCD, uh, string if you are say C equal to A plus B. If you perform this plus operator is evaluated at a code compilation time. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? If you run it here, what do you mean by A is equal to ABC, B is equal to CTD? Both strings are literals. Java know कि this is the constant, this is also constant, cannot change at the run times. So while compiling code, they these plus operators are just replaced with the value of A, B, C, B, C, D, and that directly assigned to your C value, and at the same time you have just uh, print the computed value. So be careful whenever this is the best for the performance. At a runtime they are not going to, whenever program run at runtime, this program is not going to compute the value of A and B and then perform the concrete operation. This both this both are the constant, because string is a constant immutable. So compiler know ki this ABC and this BCD cannot change. They are replace the value of these two with the concrete and assign to the C. If you write a code like here equal to, if you write like A plus, here you are writing a like maybe uh, S2, S2, S out. If you printing D, here what happen, uh, whenever code is compiled, A know कि A is your fixed ABC. S2, S, okay, where is S2? Here, your A know ki compiler A know ki this is the ABC fixed value. S2 S2 is a string variable that point to S2, but this S2 is the not constant. This can be assigned to the new value. Okay. Yes, some time pass. So whenever this is the refer to your dynamic variable. So at the compile times, this code is not evaluated. This code is evaluated at a run times. So whenever you are using any plus operator, be ensure, we know if these are the constant cannot change. This is the S2. S here, S also is a constant, because S, but sometime S2 refined, S3 also redefined. So due to that, this sometime if you are using string buffer, they have some append operation at that times in the new value. So this plus compute operation is performed at a runtimes. So we know if both side are plus operator, if compiler able to identify ki both are the constant and cannot change, so this compute operation is computed at the compile time. If plus operator know ki this is the constant but this cannot be constant, can be vary, can be changed at a run times. If you are in a loop, if you are in a loop, I you are doing a plus operator concrete with this particular value, so in the loop value can be changed here. So for that perspective, this operator plus operators are computed at runtimes. So as a developer, we should know ki the compile times, all the static contents are calculated at the compile times, and all the dynamic contents are computed at runtime. Plus operators compute in the case of both level, but at the compile time and runtime. Compile times all the static and final value, and runtimes for the dynamic value. Okay. For the if you want to go with the more detail about the Java language specifications, and about if you want to more detail about this string literals, so these are the section which I am refer. You can go through the Java language specification, what Java language say about the string class, what are the way strings working. I am just summarize those points like be as a developer Java, we should know some basic things about the Java, like your strings are not null terminated, in just like in the case of your C++ strings are characters of array with the null, whenever last character is null, that is known as a string class. But in Java, we are not in a concept of a null termination, but instead of double code, anything you are written in double code, this is your starting place and this is the end place, and now your this is the string class. And also you have to know this plus operator. Plus operator is a special privilege given in the Java string class, where in plus used to concrete two strings object as well. These plus operators are computed at a two level, at the compile time level and at a runtime level as well. When the plus operator have a left side and right side, both are the static and final variable cannot be changed, that computed at a compile time. If any operator left side or right side operands have a option to can be dynamic value can be changed, then this compute operations is performed at compiled runtimes. And also strings have a, very special privilege because all the string literals are stored in your shared pool memory. shared pool memory, that is the part of your logically part of your heap memory, but after 8 onward these all are stored as a your known as a meta space. And a common string common pool have a feature that all the strings are stored here by default immutable, means string literals value cannot be changed. If you perform any modification, any update, then the new object are created and refer to this. And this string pool memory is a constant pool memory, as well as they doesn't allow to duplicate. If one object is placed here, they are referred by to the all the reference variables. And if you want to access the string pool reference variable from your string object that is created from the new keywords constructor, we can use the your intern method. Intern method help us to retrieve from your constant pool memory. And if you want to compare a two string object, you can use two operator. One is a equals or equal method. Let's take example like uh, a string. Let's we have a variable uh, 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 and and we have another variable, a string for, for if these are two variables, and so we have a two method to check of a out one, uh, h double equal to w Yeah, or the second way you can say h have a method equals w. These two methods are have to compare equals of two string object, but we have to both here are the false because both have different contents. So what the meaning of this operator? If you are talking about this double equal to operator, means simply they are trying to check this h variables are referred to which memory location, and w variable refer to the which memory location. Okay, if both this operator only return true if both are referred to the same location. Okay, this equals methods check the content, what content inside, what content inside. In this case they are going to the return true or false. If both content are same, then true, else false. Let's example like if I'm say a string hello, that foo, and you have created a string p equal to new a string foo, and you have one as a string builder sv equal to new string builder string by builder, and you pass here foo. Okay, so I am giving the here three example. One is the string class which have a foo variable, and another string class p have a foo variable, and another is string buffer class has a foo. The different way you can create a use string literals. In this way you can use foo, in this way you can foo, in this way. This is the in general multiple way this string literals are placed in the Java objects. Okay, the plus z way direct assign new object already discussed. Let's give out how they are look like in a memory perspective. Whenever you are creating this z here is the place, and they are store memory in a pool memory or a foo. Now this is reference to the this. Okay, second time whenever you're creating a new with the same foo, this p object reference variable I store here, but the new keywords mean heap memory. The new object is created for the foo, foo. But first, before creating here a foo object, first check this is a string literal. This is string literal first go to create in pool memory. Go to pool memory. Foo is already created. Pool is already created, so they are now creating a new duplicate, but they are just referring to the same. Okay, so whenever you are creating a new string object, this literal first go to create in the pool memory now. Okay, so this p point to this foo. Sometimes we are creating like a string builder, a string buffer, like sb object is created, then new string buffer created, and the content of foo again, content of foo, this is string literal already place here. Okay, and this is the foo foo. So anything you are writing a double quotes, they are first go to the pool memory, and after pool memory where they are this pool memory where they are assigned to the direct literal, then direct literal assigned to the string object, that assigned to the string object. If this assigned to the your string buffer, then you're a string buffer. Okay. Now if I try to say uh, z double equal to p, these are the p, this refer to this refer to this refer to this, both are refer to different object, so this cannot be true, false. Okay. Sometime you say if you try to keep z dot z dot equals p, what z content, foo, what p content, foo, both are content match, yes match, this return true. If you try to like string buffer sb equal to sb equal to like your p, you cannot do, because sb the string buffer different class and this is a different class, both are the two different object, by default false. Sometimes someone may key sb dot equals, yeah, s dot equals, sometimes say this p dot equals sb, then string. So multiple permutation combination here, but you have to notice this gram, equal operator only return true if both are refer to the same. If I am here another variable like q, refer equal to foo, and then q again refer to the same variable. In this case, what number should be true? So if s out, I am say uh, z double equal to p, both are refer to the different objects, should be false. If you say z dot equals p, should be true. And if sometimes say uh, s s out uh, uh, z dot yeah, p p dot equals, and if say sb, sometime write this, so this should be, let's check. Oh sorry. So here our output three, last three. Why this false? Z refer to the, if write in one another, let's key a string q equal to 4, and I am writing here z equal to q. If you run it, here last four, last four. So here we again going to explain you with the help of all the string letters. This is the z, this is the q, this is the p, this is your sb. Okay, for this four I am considering. So memory perspective, whenever first time you are getting string little foo, going to the pool memory, and here a foo, and that's foo point to z. Okay. Now again queue creating a foo, same in constant pool memory. A foo is already created, so same refer to the queue. If I am saying again creating a string literal new and the foo, the heap memory where the foo created and assigned to the this. But before creating this string object, first this is the string literal. This string literal first created going to the create in a pool memory, but pool memory already have a foo. Then the same reference variable are refer here foo as well as, okay, foo. And if you are going to create a string buffer, again new object. So this is the p assigned to this strong object. SB string buffer new object created string buffer, but they are contain the foo string literal go to the pool memory, pool already foo created, the same is the share your foo as well as, okay. Now if you are now comparing z double equal to p, z pointing to this, q pointing to this, both refer to the same memory. First is true, first is true. Now z double equal to p, z point to this, p point to this, both different object pointing, this is the false. Now s dot equals p, z content have a this foo, what the content of uh, p, refer to this, this have a content of foo, both are true, both are content wise both true, this is the true. Here p dot equals sb, p have a p of have this foo, and equals method of sb, sb is the different. So here is the point, this p is the string class and this sb is your string buffer class. This is the two different types of object. So equals method is not performed because this string class is does not provide override overloaded method of equal method. So this is the false, because both, if this is a string, this is string, both are string, then equal perform. Both are the two different object, then equals is not perform. Due to that, this is showing false. The be care whenever you are using equals operator. uh, if you try to look like s out uh, p double equal to sb, here come sb, if you are trying here q, allow. So sometime here compiler does not allow to p assigned to s, so compared to sb because this is the this is your string types and this is your string buffer types. Here also double equal to operator cannot apply to the string with a string builder. These are two different types. This is the string types and a string builder. Similarly here, if you are equals to two object, this is the your string class and equal to the string builder, this is the false, this is the false. So be care whenever we you are using your equals method, be ensure कि this is the string and this is also string types, then equals are performed. And in the case of operator, in the case of double quote operators, if both reference variables are referring to the same object in the pool memory or heap memory, then it's returned true, else always return false. So double equal to operator check the references object which are they are referring both this reference and this reference referring the same object, that is true. If though both are referring the different object, that is the false. Okay. So compiler not allowed. Why not allow? Because this is the string type, this is string buffer types. And if you want to compare a string with a string buffer, then we have to uh, this p dot we have to equals, but we have to convert this sp to a string builder to two string. Whenever you are converting two strings, both are in the pool memory, and now the equals can be performed. Now it will be true because this is the string, and now you have converted a string buffer to two string. Now these two have a string, then this equal operation check all the content of these two objects are same or not. So be care whenever we are comparing with the equals object. Be ensure that your this and this both object are the same type, both are the SB, both are the equal. Any if this is the different types, this is the different type. Surely equals will return always false. Equals first check both object are the same instance, same types of instance or not. If same times, then return true. If same type not same time, then return false. So in generally, so equals method follow very strict rule. First equals say both refer to the both objects refer to the same memory location, then true. Both are the same type, then go to the check both contents are equal or not. So these are the multiple permutation combination have a equals method, but we do some exercise and understand the basic concept how strings works. So I am going to just highlight. Be careful. Strings are a very special class, and a string used for storing all the string literals. They are in the concept of your cache memory, your constant pool memory. Constant pool memory have a feature like they are all the literals are stored in the constants are constant and final. They can be shareable, and string pool memory does not allow any duplicate. Okay, what left? I'm just here are some more summary like we have discussed. Intern used for just referring your pool memory locations. Equals used for the comparing the content of the equals of the two strings object, not the string buffer. Similarly, some method of string class you can use this like index of a last index of you can use very frequently to find, and substring used to just get a part of some strings, or a trim you can use just removing some space front end and back end, and split you can use just changing our string object, yeah, strings sequence of character into the array. The multiple methods have a string class provide. Just go through and use that. But the concept should be know कि string class is the by default final and immutable class. Immutable means that कि the particular content of a string literals are a constant, cannot be changed. If you have a some operation perform concrete, yeah, plus that always create a new object in the your pool memory, and new refers the with. Okay, so lots of string class have, but you just go through um, some plus and minus and try to if you are more detail about the string, so please refer to the Java language specification URL. This help you to understood the more about the string class and how Java compiler give a special privileges, because a string literals are heavily used in Java application. So far that they are use the concept of cache memory, sometimes known as a constant pool memory, so that key the same strings objects are not placed the multiple duplicate types. So this is the single instance of one string literal can be used by the multiple variables, multiple thread these string literals are shareable because this is the immutables and that can be not duplicate. So these are the multiple features of string uh, class provide to us. As a Java developer, we have to know how a string class uh, JVM give the special privileges with the some key features. So in short, this is the my favorite class string because these support the immutability and for the high performance they are using cache memory like constant pool memory, use the concept of non-allowed duplicate, and only all the string literals are shareable to the any number of variables, maybe threads, maybe with and the multiple references. Why this is not content of string literal cannot be modified, but be clear, string reference variable string can refer to the any number of string literals or string opposite. So there are lots of things to talk about the string. We can go to talking about the strings. So I'm just leaving you on this note that string is a very special class in a JVM, and they have a design very well with a concept of immutability and sharing shared pool memory, a constant pool memory help. Hope it's helpful to you, and I just keynote that you go through this document and get your knowledge more deeper and deeper about the how Java say ki Java string is special and what are the different use cases as well as. Okay, uh, thank you for watching for this video.